welcome back to Binary Breach, bitch. Merry fucking Christmas. Um, the last month of the year really crept up on us, huh? I had no idea that it would be December already. I look so swole in this freaking Christmas sweater. I got the little white pumpkin to set the mood. I can't believe it's already December, y'all. And you're most likely feeling the same. And this year has just been a hoot and holler, dude. It's been such a freaking groundbreaking, never done before, like, eat it, live it, shit it, throw it up kind of year. And I indeed got chewed up and spit out and thrown up and shitted on. And I just wanted to start the podcast out by saying that I'm sexy as hell. This year has just thrown a shit ton of bullshit at me, and I've just been able to, maneuver and like duck and, find my way. And I'm really feeling myself. I feel like I was better for it this year. I went through a lot of questionable things that, I had a feeling the previous year that this year was going to be like no different. 2024 was a pain in the ass. 2025 was a fissure. And I think I've learned how to navigate my life a little better. I'm at that pivotal age where I think I'm so old, like I've lived like multiple lives at this point, but really I'm still just a fetus. But this has been a transformative year for me, and I'm just really proud of what I've been able to accomplish, like starting back up the podcast and rediscover kind of my passion for art, via tattooing. The friendships I've, developed this year, it's all been very worthwhile. And I think it's shown in, how I carry myself, how I, communicate, how I love, how I, just lifestylistically as a whole, I've started taking care of myself a lot more. And I've just realized that no one else is going to save me, and so I've been making sure to save myself in abundance, and then I can give to other people, and that makes it worthwhile. Is if I'm popping my pussy and making sure all the puzzle pieces, they make sense and they fall in the right places, then that's when I can, give that energy to others. And I think, when you're able to love yourself to that capacity, in 100% certainty, which is what I've always been working toward, it fucking shows, because I'm just off the walls gorgeous right now. I think I'm really happy in life right now. It's been a long time coming. Life is such like a pain in the ass that you have to take these lemons and squeeze them into lemonade. Like, sure, I still have like badass rotten ass lemons in my life, but I make a mean cocktail out of that. Good margarita. So you serve me a margarita. I think that says something to just the fermentation process, like I know I will always age like fine wine, and my goal has been to, create content online and be able to empower other people. And I didn't for a long time think that I was one to be talking when I hadn't, necessarily reached that kind of understanding or just practice in my own day-to-day life. Obviously we all have to pay our bills and whatnot, but in my journey in becoming like independent and just fulfilling my life in the ways that I want, you know, just fucking doing the thing as an adult. Um, I think this has been like a very pivotal year for me, and I'm very grateful going into 2026. You know, I don't know what the hell is gonna be thrown towards us this time, but at least I know I've gone through something similar like it, and you know, I'm just gonna keep pushing through, and I think that's all you can ever do, and it's all I ever will do, and I'm glad that I timed this out well, you know, with my transition. I've been talking about just like personally in life. I think it would be the perfect time for me to be on this podcast, you know, is to be that bitch, is to live in a small city and, you know, still make shit happen. I don't know. I feel like I can have a little bit of time for the podcast now, which is why I'm gonna milk that, you know, and squeeze it. Every last drop of the podcast I can get, I'm gonna give. And I just hope that I become more comfortable, because everything I do in life is, you know, so I can come on here and publicize it, is to document, like, you know, what I'm going through and what the cheese man is and what's popping, because, you know, it always, you know, shit hasn't always been sweet. It's not all peachy creamy, lovey love, lava boca, eco señorita, you know. So I feel like now is the perfect time. Now is the time to talk my shit. Now is my time to shine. Now is my time to get my flowers. And I promise I will only get less awkward on the podcast as time goes on. You know, I really just try to come at it with, you know, some authenticity, because I'm a real person at the end of the day, and life still happens to me outside of a podcast. You know, I never want to kind of falsely advertise what my life is. I find solace and joy in being 100% real on social media. That's why you'll see me like in panty and thong on Instagram, because that's the place to do it, and it helps me, and I hope I help people in that journey, and showing myself and loving myself and exemplifying, I guess you could say, and being like, you know, that bitch, like reaping what she sows and being the change she wants to see in the world. And really, in the end, it was all about the journey and just what you learned on the way. And so I was smoking cigarettes with my uncle. We were down in Denver, and the way I misquoted both of those memes, and I'd be winning the DGAF for. But yeah, I'm just really proud of myself. I hope you've been doing well as well. It's late 2025. It's December. And I'm just feeling insanely grateful that I've survived to this point. Going into like a hard part of your life, you know that if you do survive, that you will make it to the other side. And I just want to be living proof of that. You know, I had so many role models as a chillin' myself, and you know, I really didn't have a fellow gay man to run to or find solace to, you know, even to this day. And I have to expend that for myself and like give that to social media. And it's a full-time job. You know, you live it, you eat it, you breathe it. And I'm trying to build something that reaches far beyond just like myself, which reaches my community and, you know, helps build my community and helps anchor them in something real. Is me coming on here and being fucking it up and showing people, exemplifying, being a role model, and, you know, helps with our representation and how we're perceived. And how we're feeling and the dysphoria that even comes with being gay in the first place. And I really just love attention. So that's my main mission, is to just come on here, be sexy, and get a couple tips from you guys. I really want to level up this podcast in the future. You know, I know that I'm always going to want to take it to the next level and just really edge it out and juice my creative brain and just do the most on social media. That's always been the goal. It's just the means haven't always been there, or like been the most realistic. I mean, when the fuck have they, like, before, like, I've been uploading consistently? I'm like, we'll see when this video gets uploaded for real. But you know, that's always a work in progress. But I'm really comfortable right now because I know that no one's going to be really monitoring me right now, because I am like a niche underground kind of podcaster and just like internet presence. So I'm gonna try and be like 100% real on here, which is like performative in and of itself, is to like actually just like deconstruct your ways of thinking and just shut your fucking brain up and come on here and be a real ass bitch and be unapologetic for it. And I've always just found like that shit is so scary to me. Like, I really just want to be someone like everyone likes, but really I can't I can't I can't get out. And doing shit like that really just breaks down my psyche and it makes me spiral. So I'm not gonna pretend to be someone else on here. I'm just gonna be my little rotted ass self, because that's what people want, is someone who can be authentic enough to come on here and tell it like it is. And if that means I need to milk my last relationship, then so be it. Like, yeah. But yeah, like on the topic of that, I feel like I've been feeling manic, like on the flip side of that, like lately, because I'm just scared to be normal build, you know? I don't want to be, I don't want to conform or like mold myself. I feel like that's something I want to default to in society, and just my role in like, you know, the workplace, in friendships, is I want to be someone people can, you know, look at and say, oh, he's doing like pretty well, like supposedly. When really, like, I've been celibate for 4 months and I'm going insane and I want to fuck it up, be a bitch, sabotage, backstab, and play tricks. It's really eating away at my psyche right now. Like, the dichotomy of wanting to be normal but also liking men is just eating away at me. And I really couldn't give a fuck about like any men in my city, which is so sad. That I can't even just like casually date in the city, because there's a lot of weirdos, there's a lot of chasers, there's a lot of fetishizers, and there's a lot of people who will slit your throat. And that's why I deleted Grindr, because it's like just bottom of the barrel, like discussing human beings on there. They're not even half bad. They're just like a bunch of scrubs, and I can't be doing all that or entertaining any of that. There's like a few like potential candidates on there who I think I could like turn and get them to lust for my hand in marriage, but that's neither here nor there. Like, why are you on Grindr.com? Why are you in your 30s? Let's talk about that. So just being out of like the dating scene and not having like a male companion right now is just kind of pissing me off. It's no one's fault but mine that I have these feelings about my dating life right now. I really just have made bad decisions that have led me to needing to be celibate for a little bit. But mama gets a little lonely. I need a king to conquer this jungle pussy, because it's getting a little lonely. It's getting a little cold in the Amazon rainforests, and that's no bueno. It's a drought right now, and I think I need a good, healthy male companionship to ruminate on right now, because shit gets hard, like, living by yourself, honestly. Like, it's expensive. Like, if I could just get, like, a sugar daddy situation at least right now, that would just take care of a lot of things in my life. I feel like just the passing down of wealth and that kind of relationship is a beautiful thing. Like, what are you doing with all that extra money? Like, pay me to look pretty and, you know, stand by your arm and just, you know, get my tens, and I'll suck your dick every so often, semi-regularly. And that could be it. And you die early, and then you don't have any other family in your life, and you give me your say. It could be so simple. Like, I'm not even talking to anyone my age right now, y'all. Like, if I'm talking to anybody, it's like my tricks who are like in their 30s, which is so sad. Like, you can't even like connect on an emotional level to anyone your age. Like, damn. Oh my god, it's like so sinister. You know, people my age have degrees, and I'm on here like talking about my failed grinderships. But these people are like 30 years old, and they're thinking I'm like older until we like roll over in bed, and they're like, "Oh, you're 22?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I knew you were 30 something." But no one wants me, no one my age anyways. Like, I literally live down the street from a major university, and I'm not getting any play right now, and it's kind of pissing me off. And the, you know, UA guys that do hit me up on Grindr are scrubs. Scrub Tina, like Scrub Daddy. Nope. Scrub Junior. Dollar Store Scrub Junior. And it's actually a little emasculating and humiliating, because I'm like, really? Like, why are you in my DMs right now? Like, you thought wrong, certainly, because this pussy is not for no fucking dick cheese wielding ass U of A scrub. But I think that's also just because I'm so far removed from college culture, and just I'm not willing to hang around like any frats for what, some DL mid-ass dick. Like, hell no. That would be so sad. And I have a little bit more self-respect than that. I know that any just like random ass like white U of A dude could not treat me as well as some 30 something who has some years behind him, because I really do just have trauma that has made me aged like well past my freaking age bracket, and I'm just on another level, dude. Swear. I'm so based and so goated that no one's on my level, at least in my city. And I just keep thinking, like, I need to move. I need to just start stripping and then use all my cash to move to LA, and then start stripping there and just live out my car for a couple months. You know how appealing that sounds to me right now? Like, wow. But I would have to have like a consistent job. And that's California right now. I'm like, I don't even remember the last time I took California seriously. At least like economically. Like, if I'm struggling to pay like the cheapest rent in the city, can you imagine me stripping and wearing myself out in Los Angeles? The answer is no, at least not for now. Um, I want to maybe see some success with this podcast, which is laughable. We'll see about that. I need to start talking more positively because I think I talk too like satirically and monotone that people get to the wrong impression that I'm serious about a lot of the shit I say, and I'm like, y'all, you can't take anything I say seriously. Like, this is my coping or my defense mechanism. It's both. Like, I don't know what the hell else to say. Like, I don't want to seem like a know-it-all, but I also don't want to speak badly of myself. But also, a lot of finance people on YouTube have been saying that you need to like manifest things by like, only saying positive things about yourself. And I'm like, no, that's literally so true, because why does 99% of the shit I say come true? So, but anyways, spindling on that, piggybacking off of that, rebounding off of that, speaking of jobs, did I say that already? Somersaulting off of that, I think it's good to have a work crush. I have a work crush, and I'm not going to get into details because low-key it's more than one person, and I think both of them together would be like chef's kiss. Back to just like my compatibility with men. I think I just am getting, maybe I'm bossing up. Maybe I'm leveling up here, okay? Like, let's maybe like put it into that perspective. Maybe I'm just like really thinking about like what it takes to get a piece of pussy for me. And I've realized that we have to be laughing at the same memes. Like, you have to be gay. Gone are the days that I'm entertaining any men on Grindr who are so DL that I have to explain every single reference to them. Baby, like, it has to happen eventually, and it's not going to me. It's not going to be me. It's not going to me. Yeah, it will not be discussed with me. I am not going to be the teacher. I'm not on the clock. I know I'm kind of dressed like one by default, but it's not gonna be, like, oh, mommy, like, teach me, like, what does this mean? What does it mean, like, when you have a handkerchief, like, out your back pocket? Like, oldest trick in the book, like, what are you talking about? You're a fetus. So I will no longer be engaging with any baby gays, not even texting y'all on Grindr. Like, if you're not gay already or queer in some sense, like you don't have like a fashion sense, then we're not fucking. My bad. It just comes to a certain point where like that just comes as a package deal. Like, I want a pre-owned man, someone who was very well, someone who got mileage on him and is hung like a horse and is brainy like Frankie and got bars like Onika and ate at Trulin Burgers. Someone who ate, is cultured, is educated, and I find that's just like not a lot of men out here. So why I said that about like having a work crush is when you see like people exemplifying like, you are being hypnotized, you're being hypnotized. When you see like attractive people, you see yourself in them. Like, some point of their, I guess, just lifestyle, how they carry themselves, if they make a point to be brainy, they make a point to be, just take care of themselves, then that literally motivates you and alchemizes you to go and work your own shit. And I just love a man who knows how to dress, and a man who rizzes me up, is unafraid to reference or not reference, has the balls, has the gumption to say anything to me. Like, you're halfway there, buddy. Like, you got me. I'm like purring. I'm acting a fool. I'm getting on my knees already because me, I don't feel. What is the opposite of misogyny? Misandrous. I don't. That's not my area of expertise. It should be all of our fucking area of expertise, bitch. I'm just kidding. But on the real, I don't remember. I'm not necessarily that, but I'm not necessarily not that. A lot of men have done me wrong, and honestly, I think they should get the guillotine. And, have I done things wrong? Sure. But the things you've lied about, ho, just the amount of testosterone it takes to be like a kind of more dominant guy, and just the decisions, just action wise, just verbally, they make just kind of piss me off. It's like, have some class and decorum. Like, it's a girl's world. Like, it's not your world anymore. Like, grow the fuck up. Get with the times, because your traditionalist ways are over. They're chopped, they're they're cooked, and I'm not gonna have you projecting on me if we're talking like even like on an acquaintance level. So with me, like in public, like on here, like you better come correct. I'm gonna put you in your place. I will read you. All out of love. But like I really just like would prefer not to have to do that. Like I'm a really easygoing girl. I just want to love everybody. Eight. But it comes to a certain point where I'm not on the clock to be babysitting, and I will have to shut you down, and that just like really, it gets me. Like I don't like to fight. So I will simply not talk to you. I will blacklist you. And God forbid me and my girls are kikiing and you happen to be in the vicinity. Like, this is not for anyone in specific right now, but I'm just like reflecting on my qualms with men and my relationships, past and present, with them. And I'm like, ooh, I electric, yeah. But yeah, honey, I just, I think men are conversation starters. I'm doing really well in every other area of life, and I just resort to men because they're just so funny. Like, they do shit, and I'm gagged. They got me. I'm bald-headed and confused. I'm speechless, and I will be debriefing with my girls. Like, let a man waltz into my life and then act a fool. Like, it will be broadcasted live on television in 4K HD Ultra, and you will be dealt with. There is no other choice than to be publicly broadcasted on the show, on the podcast, every week. And good luck, everybody else. I hope that there's, no bad repercussions of what I do or don't say on the podcast, but that's for y'all to find out. I'm just kidding. I was thinking about that. I was like, there's like a fine line of what I should be saying, like personally, just like in my own like best interests, like on the podcast. But also, like, if I'm gonna be coming to y'all and, like, spilling the chisme and acting a fool, then that means that I, like, carefully deconstructed it and put it, like, back together mentally in the shower one night and cooked it up for the podcast to keep, because like I really am just an open book. Like I couldn't give a fuck. Um, I know I'm a good person, so when I like talk about things like this, like about just men and me like hating all men, period, as if I'm not like Jacob Elordi, like stan fan, like fan page with edits, like bootlicker. Um, so, you know, I just wanted to make sure that I'm um, not getting any, like, oh my god, he's that kind of gay. Because, like, even though I don't give a fuck, like, I love men. They just piss me off. Um, all the time. Damn. Like, you know what's pissing me off is me not getting any Hinge matches. Like, I didn't sign up for this app to be on fucking open mic and, you know, stir a pot. I came on here to be sexy cute, to get admired, not to be blacklisted on Hinge because I have nothing on my profile. Like, girl, I'm smiling and waving. Like, if you want to come to the table, come to the table. Like, buy me a shot. Like, let's have some fun. Let's get down and dirty with it. Like, everyone on Hinge is so boring. They're so, like, you know, procedural. I'm like, girl, like, literally, let's go to a cafe. Like, what is the deal? Like, why are we, like, why are we pen pals right now? Reply, guys. I just don't have time for that. Girl, I work, like, almost 40 hours a week, practically. Like, have I gone overtime? I don't know. No, that's not even possible at my job because that's how often we work. I'm like, girl, I don't have time. Like, you better be, like, let's be doing cute shit. Let's give me money. Like, my time is money. So, let's get this going. Like, do you want, like, the drawn out romance, or do you want just, like, the slow burn? And then, like, once we start getting serious, I cheat on you, and then you, like, grow from this. Like, what's going on here? Either way, I'm gonna get paid. Either way, I'm gonna get paid. Everybody ate. Speaking of, like, I keep thinking about that, like, you know what? Like, okay, let me just, I can't stand to look at the sweater on me anymore. Like, do you see this? I do look swole as shit, though. Like, happy fucking holidays, bitches. But it's driving me crazy. I'm gonna have to, yeah, I can't do this anymore. Let me take a break. I feel so much better. Anyways, I am just, you know, speaking of work, I have been working, you know, day and night, practically. I was talking about, like, my big transition into this job, and honestly, it's been the best job I've ever worked, you know, and it's been relieving to kind of just feel comfortable in life for once, that I am with, like, such a great team of, like-minded, like, lifestylistically people at a job who, you know, have the same goal as me, who have, like, the same ambitions, and I've been settling in really comfortably to this job, so I have high hopes, and, you know, that's why I had to step away from, you know, my cooking in the kitchen for a while, because I had to get to a point where I was comfortable enough to, you know, come on here and be real about, like, where I was in life. And that's why I'm here right now, because I've just been feeling so blessed. Been feeling really cunt. There's no dress code at this job, so I've really been able to express myself and just kind of come out the gate authentically, and, you know, with the mission to, you know, just pump shit out and be a good worker, and just get to know people on a deeper level than just, like, you know, bussing them out and serving tables. I am a server, which is what I'll say, at a bigger restaurant, and I've been better for it. You know, this job intimidated me for the longest time because I didn't think I deserved it for some reason, but I've really come into myself here, and I feel like it's helped me find a more elevated version of myself, which is what I've been seeking for so long. And it really just it was a missing puzzle piece for me, is to know that I can just secure a job like this, stay stable, and get to better things in life, which is, things outside of my job. So I'm really happy I've been afforded that privilege, that I landed this job, and that's it's only led to great things in my life, including looking at the men I have a crush on there. Um, yeah, yeah. I have a loose dress code there. Actually, I got dress coded the other day for not wearing a collared shirt. Um, but I've been serving. I've been sewing. Like, I've been altering my clothes. I've been getting back into that. Early there, early this year, in the beginning of the year, I was working on projects and actually touching my sewing machine, and I recently got back into that, via altering my clothes for a shift, which is like doing like a last minute touch, just like just like fixing like broken hems and tears and whatnot. And it's been, and making bootcut jeans, is neatening those, and it's been helping my mental health, because I realize I really do just like love fashion in that capacity. I love to express who I really am, beneath all of this attitude and bitchiness. I really just do love to be perceived, because I love to see that. And it's been really helping my mental health, I would say, is to be perceived in a positive way, and being able to, kind of express myself via my fashion and, my stylistic choices, whether that be, how I'm serving, how I interact with people, how I pass the time, how I work, and this, I can't think of like a better environment, or just kind of job period, to be doing this. I think it's like literally a corner step away from modeling, at least from my perspective. I always think about like what my coworkers think of their job, and I'm like, they're all very attractive. So like, are y'all thinking of what I'm thinking? Like, we're all mogging right now, right? Like, we're living our lives. That's what I'm getting from all this. But I do take a lot of pride in my job, and I know that sounds like such a like peewee, like this is literally what I'm doing to survive, but it does tie into like my content creation and just my work ethic, because I am like a above average worker, and I would say that I do have a bigger capacity as a worker than most people. So it's been nice to be able to fill that role and be able to get recognized for it. And if that includes like me serving on the runway, then so be it. And I'm only better for it. And it helps my, morale. It helps with my confidence. It helps with my social skills. It ties into, me coming on here and being able to work it. And I feel like I've just been like grown up a little bit more. I'm still just a little baby. Like I'm literally 4 year old, and I feel like I've come so far in just stabilizing myself. A lot of and I always mention the haters, because like I project, and I know it's just me like being hard on myself, but I feel like I actually have come a long way. And like, obviously you don't need to be all up in my pussy, boy, but I haven't been this energetic and this, dedicated to something in my life, which is my content creation before all things. Like, this is what I want to do, but like also my job is like kind of supplementing that right now, and it's really a beautiful thing. Like, I'm literally so happy, and it kind of puts me off a little bit because I am apprehensive of like, girl, everything good must come to an end. But for right now, I'm kind of just like sashaying through the cloudy days and, you know, just manifesting my destiny. And it feels good to be contributing to something like bigger in the meantime, you know, and I am like stockpiling all of this experience like for my future endeavors, whether that be like creatively, business wise, even like musically. Like I'm finding a rhythm right now and meshing myself into the adult I want to be, you know. That'll always be something up in the air that it's up to me to decide. But I, you know, from an outsider's perspective, I would look at myself and be like, okay, you're working. Like, she's literally clocking in, she's doing overtime, she's doing doubles. Like a single mom that works 2 jobs, who loves her kids and never stops. I would look at myself and be pretty damn proud, like considering my circumstances. So I just like feeling really good, and I love attention and I love being perceived, and yeah, things are going really great for me right now. um, you know, I'm constantly fighting demons in my head, obviously. I am not in therapy, so obviously I'm like, yesterday could have been shit, which it honestly kind of was, like mood-wise for me. um, but like today I'm feeling like grateful as fuck. Like it's feeling like I need 8 shots, green tea style, because things have been specifically suspiciously. Saturday, Saturday's my name. Saturday. Um, it's been suspiciously good, and I don't want to lose that. Um, and I know I won't ever because, oh my god, I'm realizing my mic has been off this whole time. Here, the audio might get a little better starting now. Can y'all hear that? Okay. Damn, I forgot. I got like 9 minutes in. That's so embarrassing. And the audio's like already different. Why is it already different? Oh my gosh. Pissing me off. But anyways, speaking of Christmas, I feel bad because I'm gonna go back to this topic, but I just need 1 sub and 1 dom for Christmas. Like, I need 1 submissive feller to just like teach everything I know, and to just like love and be loving dominatrix mother to, and really just like coddle and spoil and show mommy love to. And I also, on the flip side of that, need a really dominant sugar daddy, like Christian Grey style, to really put me in my place and remind me of who I am in this world. Because I just have found that I really need like a good balance. And I need that in preferably one person, but I will take like a package deal. Like, I know like I'm the perfect balance to where like, you know, like the really like tall and like dominant role, and then like the little small like Bambi submissive role, like how they can't be compatible because like both of them don't know shit. But with me in the middle, I'm like the medium, and I mesh everyone together, and we're a perfect polycule. Um, so I'm really hoping with like me getting this content creation thing going, that I'm gonna be able to afford a polycule in California and get on a nice side of the valley. Um, yeah. Um, damn, I really just need to get out of Tucson right now, or at least for like a month or two. Like, someone let me live on your fucking mattress. Like, I'll suck your dick once in a while. Like, just let me in, please. Let me in, please. Um, I have some topics I wrote down that I wanted to talk about. If I wanted unhealthy attention online, I would one, have a Mr. Beast channel. Like, that kind of style of YouTube channel is just a corner step away from like the literal Hunger Games. We've been warned about shit like that, and the way he just keeps getting more liberal with it, like, it just feels more like a psychological operation with like how much we're willing to watch him like torture people for like money. Like, he's either like the number one enemy or like the socialist baddie we've all been waiting for, who like used the evils of capitalism to teach a lesson. But like, I really don't think it's the latter. I think he's just like a weird like guy who wants to like test the limits of capitalism. And I don't like really stay out and like watch this shit, but that's just something I had to get off my chest. Is like, why is Mr. Beast still a thing? Like, why did I just see his chocolate in a fucking gas station? Like, what's happening here? Why is this stuff at Walmart? Like, that's literally land filler. Are you goddamn kidding me? I also wanted to talk about being like DL, or like gay for pay. You guys are just like, I don't know what you're doing, but you are the bottom of the barrel. Like, I know like men who would like do gay porn just to be like an ally and to like make a quick buck, but like, you guys are also just like, you're you're moonlighting as like a good guy, as like a ally, which I think takes a lot of balls and grit and literally like disdain for gay men, and you're probably misogynistic as well. And just getting to that level of like buffoonery just really it befounds me, and I'm like gooped, and I'm like, you guys are scary, stay the fuck away from me. These men will fully like gay bait on Twitter and then have like a girlfriend, and I'm like thinking, like, what is the girlfriend thinking? Like, she's watching her man like fucking touch another guy's taint, but like not literally, like unironically in a like non-gay way, but making it look like that on social media for some clicks and views is just like, ew. I'm like, you were so close, and then she vanished, and now I think you're weird, and now we have to blacklist you, because I just will not be having that. Like, no more gay for pay shit. Like, you guys are weird. Unless you're like literally an ally, like, who we all know that like one sexy as fuck ally who would like make out with the gay boy, like, he's down as fuck. Like, you guys can still do gay porn, but you straight people, I don't know about that. Like, unironically, like straight, like, no, not bi men, like straight men doing like gay for pay stuff. Like, it just, get the fuck out of here. Like, literally, who invited you? Who is you? For unhealthy attention online, I would also get lip filler. I actually do intend on getting like a little bit of lip filler in my upper lip, just so I can like have it there like permanently, like Kaiser permanently, in my upper lip, just until the day I die, like literally, just so I can like add some weight that Photoshop never could. But I feel like a lot of people like overdo it because like it's like a negative feedback loop. Is like, they think their lips like could use a little bit more va-va-voom, like less filters on Snapchat, but it's not looking good, baby. Like, you're just like giving more surface area for like bigger, like more voluptuous chapped lips, like when you're looking crusty balls AF, and it's not a good look. I can't say shit because I've never gotten filler like yet, but and that's why I say that, is so I can get attention for getting lip filler. So that's my plans for this next year's 2026. I'm gonna get lip filler and make it a personality trait of mine. Because can you imagine all this, but with a little bit more for more attention online, I would also be religious. Um, I think like nowadays, like you don't have to be shoving that down everyone's throats. Like, do not have a like Bible quote in your Instagram. Like, that's automatically just gonna tell me you're going through it and you're like running. I'm gonna need you to go to therapy. Keep it out of your bio. Read your Bible before bed. Yes. Sharing Bible quotes, putting the Mormon website in your like bio. I'm like, we gotta wrap it up. Like at some point, it becomes like just like devotion to something we can't see, and I'm like, pics are no proof. Like, dude, there's no reason for you to be doing all that. Literally practice, but behind closed doors. We don't need to see all that. Um, like you literally don't have to like worship like a specific Jesus or God. Like you can literally just like be spiritual like in day-to-day life, like practically. Um because I don't know, it just gets like a little weird. Like we don't need to be like parading like what we are out in the streets like every day. Especially if it's like a religion. I don't know. I feel like I'm just like over organized religion as a whole period. I'm like, it's only caused us like more like strife than good. Then it's just like trusting like science, and you know, having like a good moral compass. I don't know. I feel like that is religion. It's just like trying to be like a good person. Have y'all tried that first? Is like trying to be a good person without like God, period, and only seeking Him out when like you need something. I've been thinking about that. Food for thought. Not too much. Thank you. And the last thing I would do if I wanted unhealthy amount of attention online is host this podcast. I feel like I'm at such an awkward stage in my content creation where like people are kind of just like scrolling past my shit because they're like, okay, no one's touched this. Like, this is literally the G's touch. But I feel like it'll be good once I get like a couple more videos of me acting a fool on here because you guys need it and I need to get it out and be a troll and literally do normie core drag like on the streets of, you know, purple swing state Tucson, because that is just like literally gaggy and a key to me, and I love attention and you guys are gonna give it to me and you guys are gonna tip me for it via your AdSense and your time. Girls, I'm literally trying to get me in a studio. Like I want a cute little studio. I want it to be all white. I want like a single plant in the window. I want like maybe a brutalistic chair for me because I'm that bitch. I am the dominatrix. Period. Bitch. And I want a really nice like kind of organic looking soft tuft chair for whatever guests I have. This podcast is only going to be mine forever. This is where I'm going to be experimenting and talking shit about my personal life. And I want it to be as representative of myself as possible. I have a lot to give, and I feel like it'll only get better with time, and my topics will only get better because I really can't be doing all of that like fake shit. I really just have to come on here and just brain dump like what I'm thinking because I'm constantly thinking about shit and you all want to see that and you live to see it and you want to get the rundown. You want the latest fashion trends. You want the latest meme. You want the latest like words of affirmation from my holier than thou ass self. Not actually. I've just been like thinking about like, damn, do I really sound like that to people? It's like TED Talk X. And you want someone to talk to you while you're like doing a cross-country road trip, and I think I'm perfect for this cause. I'm willing to take the crown, and I just can only pray that you guys help me get there, because I really want to kiki when I get like cool guests on here maybe one day. I want to do skits, I want to do bits, and pop this pussy open for the world to see. And it's all I ever dream of, in my wettest dreams. And you guys are gonna give it to me, because I'm literally on my knees begging. My apologies if I got too freaky just now. Tell me if it's too much, because I will continue. Thank you. Thank you. I want a fake ass job. Like, I'm not making any money off this podcast. I say, as this is like literally only the 5th podcast episode, but I really need to make some money besides serving though, for real. Like, it kills my feet, it kills my libido, like all I do is sleep, which is perfect for like a pillow princess like me. Like, I just sleep all day and then I go serve, like literally. But no, I don't have coke in my nose, I'm just itching it. I literally want to serve on a runway. I feel like that would be less work than like being in a restaurant. Like, do you see all this? Like, can you imagine an agency not taking me? I'm so surprised I haven't even gotten scouted yet. Like, out of the kindness of someone's heart. Like, we really got like no fucking model scouts in Tucson? Like, really? You're gonna come and tell me that where I work, no one has seen me and been like, oh, I need him in the stew. Girl, like, this is so annoying. Like, I need people to see me. I need to go up to the next major city and get scouted. So that's a work in progress, because like I always want to work, so like I never have time to do anything of interest to me outside of work currently. It just so happens that like my interests aligned with my work this time, and I actually am willing to put in the time to be there. But also, like, maybe this December or like early next year I can get scouted in some capacity, whether that be like as a creator or like a model, or the acting. Like, the actor role process is just a lot, so that'll probably be down the road. Rule 34, bitch. I'm cycling through topics too fast because I know I have limited space on my freaking iPhone 14. But yeah, that's definitely something I need to jump on. I need a fake ass job. Speaking of like modeling, like, you know how like, you know, conventionally attractive models are like, you know, 6 foot and over. Guess how tall Omar Apollo is, bitch. You're like 6'3", like, he gives like big dick energy. Girl, big ain't even a thick of it. No pun intended. Literally, he's 6'7". He's 6'7". Are you kidding me? Like, stop me when you think like it's probably like this big. Okay, so let's look. That's like literally the size of my forearm. Can you imagine? I'm like 6 foot without like any heel because I wear boots. Omar Apollo towering over me. I go to the bar, I'm like, girls, this is my new man. And I'm like looking up at him. You know how often I look up at men? 0. Unless I'm like serving them in some capacity. But then they're all cuffed up because those are like a dime a dozen. Sometimes I'll see like a woman with like a 6'8", like fucking 7 foot man, and be like, what you need all that for? Girl, he belongs to the 6 foot bottom trade, okay? Give him up. When is it gonna be my turn? Stupid TikTok. Sick and tired of seeing that shit. Sick and tired of hearing it. I do it, like, ironically, because, like, it's so cringe to say it that, like, it's almost funny to just, like, do it, period. Like, it feels like I'm putting on drag and being, like, a cis-het white man when I say that word. It's like, oh, I'm tapping into something bigger than myself for once. It's not even fucking funny, except for in South Park. That's what I'm referencing, is Eric Cartman. He's so funny. He's so gay, dude. He's so DL. Like, he won't like, openly say he's gay in, like, the classroom, like, until his, like, fucking sweaty encounter with Kyle at night. The fuck? I was gonna say, like, I need that, but I literally just got done saying, like, I'm tired of DL men and all unevolved gays and queers, so... God, I need to move out of Tucson. There's so much more to the world than meets the eye, than meets my eyes, I guess. I need, like, a really classically trained, like, BDSM California gay to whip me into shape and take me out to, like, travel and see the world for what it is and how, like, culturally and ethnically diverse it is. Because I'm really getting bored. I'm like, baddies, where? I'm the only hot girl in the city right now. I'm like, oh my god, gotta get out of here. Save me from the small city syndrome. I'm literally in my birth town. Like, I escaped for like a decade and a half, and then I was sucked right back into the vacuum. I was dumped here. My parents didn't want me, literally. I'm just kidding. I love Tucson. I love Tucson down. We have some of the best food, girly. Like, we're not as big as, like, the next city, but we got some cultura. Girl, Tucson is just, like, so healing. I love my city. Fuck Israel. It's really healing here, girl. Like, I'll be so honest. I haven't done this much healing, moving, because, like, at once Las Vegas was my prison. I was like, oh my god, can't wait to get out of here. But it's been a really nice time here, but I think it's time to get out soon. We'll see how long I'm here, because I need to get a studio. I need to get a studio for my podcast. I need to be downtown, like somewhere cutie. I need to walk to my studio after getting, like, a cute little cafecito from the mercado. I need to be living my influencer dream, because it's, like, so small in Tucson. I'm literally, like, at my community college doing this right now, because that's the cutest we're gonna get studio-wise right now, girls. Like, I need to be making money off this. Yeah. I just realized my vape's been, like, marinating over here. It's like a reward. I've been charging it this entire podcast. It's so nice. I hope it's at 100 so I can be puffing on it all day. I tucked it in here because this is I'm literally on a college campus, duh. But yeah, I have really high expectations for my podcast, and I'm really happy that I get to come on here and just, you know, air my grievances and kiki with my girls and just catch up on life. I hope to get even a little bit looser with you guys. You know, I feel like I've been getting more comfortable in front of the camera, and it only gets, you know, even more spectacular as time goes on with, like, the bits I do and the kind of just, like, shit I get into. You know, there's only I only have limited memory and, like, disk space, so, like, as they come, like, I'll just whip them out. I'll whip my cock out on the podcasts and fucking pee on you and gag you. You'll never know what's in store as time goes on. So I just hope to stay consistent for now, girl, because it's been really nice to have something to put behind me and, you know, something to look forward to editing. And I think I'm getting good at just like talking to you guys like individually. I thought I would like need a co-host, but I'm quickly realizing that I really do just like love vlogging and like video journaling. Like, what a gift to the human race is that I get to talk to a camera and you guys get to play it back so constantly on your iPhone.com. And I think that's a beautiful thing, and it's something I want to get even more into. I want to get into music. I want to get into like talk shows. I want to like get on Eric Andre one day. And speaking of like Omar Apollo, are we talking about Eric Andre and his fine ass? That's like that's who Jesus was. Is like he was bisexual and he was like he was campy and he was so fine and he was so political in a way, and he just like had this way about him, and the way he moved was just like so feminist and just like so alluring, and when he talked it was like kind of off-putting, but it was so meaningful, and it's just like the flavors are melting on my tongue. Like, I wish it was just like literally melting on my tongue, and I was like licking it up. Oh, got ahead of myself. What was that? Who was that? Who said that? Must have been the wind. Yeah, it's been very real. I hope you've been having a good holiday season. And if you're not, I hope I cold you. Is cold a positive connotation, or does that mean like I fucking like eviscerated you? Like, what is going on here? Disintegrated you? Cold? Cold you over? Read you, stroke you, love you, hate you? I don't know. Anyways, stream me on YouTube and SoundCloud. I know I gotta get like my videos like up to date on YouTube because I have like 0 gigabytes of space on my iPhone 14. So like that's always gonna be like a work in progress until like I get like a man and he buys me a PC that I can upload from. So follow my Instagram. I'm Charles H. I have like old usernames that I just like was over, and I'm just like I'm literally being who I am. Be who you are. And just I think my name is enough. Like I was realizing like the other day, like my name is literally so cool. Like Charles, like Charles. Oh. I'm gonna bleep that. That was bad. Oh my god. See, I would stay on the podcast with you guys for a little longer, but maybe I'll do that for the New Year's Eve episode, but oh my god. I can't believe I just did that. Wow. We have a lot to discuss next podcast. I don't quite remember what, but it's gonna be good and action-packed. Thanks for talking with me for a little bit. I'm sorry if the audio went out for some time because I'm a klutz and I forgot to keep recording, but I love you. I hope you're doing well. My time here is coming to an end and I need to clock out of this room soon. But keep your head up. Keep those good vibes going. Keep loving each other. Keep loving yourself. And keep it pushing, bitches. This has been Binary Breach. Thank you for streaming. As I said, stream me on SoundCloud, YouTube, Spotify, all the good things. Hopefully I'll be on Apple soon. Hopefully I can get a video aspect to this on, whatever I can. That's like also a major streaming service, like, Spotify. And yeah, have a good holiday season, and I'll see you kitties soon. I talked about like a good deal of like nothing this episode. Like I was just talking about men. We were literally like just talking about men like 90% of this episode. But literally what's new? Okay, I love you. Mwah. Mwah. Kissy.